Welcome student in another session of mathematics. Today I am going to discuss the remaining questions of exercise 3b. Hope everybody has completed question number 1 to 6 of exercise 3b. Today I discuss question number 7 onwards. Question number 7, if you look at the question number 7, it is based on the difference of two consecutive squares. We are here finding the difference in the squares of two consecutive numbers. We learned, I explained you this identity previously. Whenever we are finding the difference between the squares of two consecutive numbers, it is equal to the sum of the numbers. Let's see question number 7, second part. 56 square minus 55 square. 55 and 56 are consecutive numbers and we are finding the difference of their squares. So that will be equal to 56 plus 55. That becomes 111. Okay children. I explained you it is based on the identity a square minus b square. So how we write a plus b and a minus b. So if we apply this, so what we'll get 56 plus 55 and 56 minus 55. As the difference of two consecutive numbers is 1, therefore it becomes 111. So I explained you previously, whenever we are finding the difference of two consecutive numbers, we are finding the difference of the squares of the two consecutive numbers, that is equal to their sum. So in the questions we will not use this identity, we will use the property directly and we will write the expression. This is to just explain you. So you are going to write the way I have written the above one. I discuss question number 7, fifth part now. It is 221 square minus 220 square. Firstly check, are they consecutive or not? Yes, 221 and 220 are the consecutive numbers. So difference of their squares will be equal to the sum of the numbers. So 221 plus 222, that becomes 441. Okay children. Then I discuss the question number 8 now. Question number 8 is based on the identity of a plus b whole square. So first you will learn the identity a plus b whole square. Then we will solve the questions based on it. Question number 8. Question number 8 based on the identity. First I write the identity. It is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. How to remember the identity? A plus b whole square means the square of the first number, the square of the second number and the product of both the numbers with 2. Okay? Student, remember the identity. Learn it. Now I proceed with question number 8. It has 3 parts. You have to do all the parts. So I do question number 8, third part for you. It is 430 whole square. We are going to split 430 into 2 parts to make the calculation easier. So in place of this, what I write, 400 plus 30 whole square. Now square of the first term, the square of 400, the square of 400 square plus 2 into 400 into 30 plus 30 square. First we'll write the expression. Now square of 4 is 16 and square of 00 will become how many zeros? 4 zeros. We multiply the numbers here, then we put the zeros. 4 2s is 8 and 8 3s is 24. How many zeros now? 1, 2 and 3. Then square of 3 is 9. Square of 1 0 will become 2 zeros. Now we add all the numbers. So what you will get? 0, 0, 9. Then again we have 4. Okay. Then we have 6 and 2 is 8 and 1. So what the answer is? Square of 430 is 184,900. So this is the answer for the third one. Hope you can do the remaining first two bits also. The first bit, it is 204. So you can split this as 200 plus 4. Okay. Then I discuss question number 9 now. Question number 9 is also based on the identity and what that identity is. Here we learned a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. We are now going to learn another identity, that is a minus b whole square. Now in place of plus, what we have? A minus b whole square. So it will become a square plus b square, and now middle term will have negative sign instead of positive. So what the identity of a minus b whole square is? It is equal to a square plus b square and minus 2ab. Question number 9, I do third part for you. It is 389 whole square. Okay. Now how we are going to write 389? Can we write in place of 389? Can we write 400 minus 11? So you will get 389. If you think you can write 300 plus 89. That will become square of 89. That will be cumbersome to find. To avoid positive, we apply the negative. And what we write in place of 389? 400 minus 11 whole square. Okay. Now again we apply the identity. 400 minus 11 whole square is equal to square of the first one minus 2 into first term into second term plus square of the second. Now square of 4 is 16. Square of 2 zeros will give you 4 zeros. Minus 4 twos is 8. 8 into 11 will give you 88 and 2 zeros. Square, I asked you to learn the squares from 11 to 30. So square of 11 is 121. Okay. Now we simplify it. What will get? 0, 1, 2, 1. I added the first, the plus 1, and then minus 8, 8, double 0. Now we subtract. 1 minus 0 is 1. 2 minus 0 is 2. Now 1 minus 8, that is 11 minus 8 is 3. Now what we are left with? 9. 9 minus 8 is 1. So we have calculated this way. Thus we have subtracted and we got the answer. Student, by mistake I wrote 0 in place of 1. It is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. 2 minus 0 is 2. And then 11 minus 8 is 3. Here 9 left. 9 minus 8 is 1. Here left 15. So this is the answer for the 9th third part. Do not write 389 as 300 plus 89. That makes your calculation difficult. Why we are using the identities here? To make the calculation easier. So do not write this way. Okay. Hope you can do the remaining parts of question number 9. See, 9 second part is 192. So in place of 192, what we can write? 200 minus 8. Do not write in place of 192. Write 200 minus 8. Not 190 plus 2. This will make your calculation difficult. So avoid it and do with this. Okay. Then I discuss question number 10 with you. Question number 10, they are saying evaluate. We are looking for the value. Question number 10. 10th first part first I will say. It is 59 into 61. Okay. Now one number in place of 59 can we write 60 minus 1, and in place of 61 what can you write? 60 plus 1. Okay. It is based on the identity a square minus b square, that is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Okay children. So in place of 59 what we can write? 60 minus 1. In place of 61 what we can write? 60 plus 1. Now if we compare with this identity, it is the same form. So here what we can write? Square of 60 minus 1 square. Square of 6 is 36. Square of 1 0 will give you 2 0. Minus square of 1 is 1. What you will get? 3,599. Okay children. So this way we are going to do question number 10. I discussed question number 10, one more part with you. I discussed the third part with you. Third part, it is 94 into 106. Now what we can write in place of 94? 100. Here it is 100 plus 6. So it must be 100 minus 6. Let's check it out. 100 minus 6 is 94 only. What we'll write here? 100 plus 6. See, the bigger number will give you the idea of what to write here. As 61 shows 60 plus 1. Check it out with this 60 minus 1. It is 59. This is correct. Now again 106, that means 100 plus 6. So it must be 100 minus 6. 100 minus 6 is 94. So this way we write. Now a plus b and a minus b, apply the identity a square minus b square. So that becomes 100 square minus 6 square. 100 square is 10,000. 6 square is 36. 10 minus 6 will give you 4. 9 left. 9 minus 3 will give you 6. 9 again and 9. So what will get? 9,964. This is the answer for the third one. Hope this way you can complete question number 10. So today's assignment will be question number 7 to question number 11. Do complete your work. I am not getting response from you whether you have completed or not. So please complete the work and show me in the comment column that you have completed. Okay children, that's end for the session. Complete exercise 6, 8, 3B.